The Doberman Pinscher is an incredibly athletic and agile dog, and it's no secret they need a whole lot of exercise. How much exercise does your average Doberman need living in your average home with your average family? We'll talk about that, and we'll also go over some really great activity ideas that are perfect for Dobermans and will help keep their mind engaged and their body happy and healthy and keep them stress-free. Hey guys, I just got back from a little bit of run. And you know what? Exercise is really important for you and me, but it's also important for your Doberman. And how much exercise does your Doberman need? Well, I hate to say it, but the answer is, it depends. Most Dobermans need about 1 to 2 hours of exercise every single day. And I know what you're thinking, oh man, there's no way I can do that. Yes, you can, trust me. So I don't mean you have to take him out running for 2 hours straight to wear him out. I'm saying maybe go for a 30-minute walk in the morning. Then when you get home, throw the ball for a little while, 10 to 15 minutes. And then later in the day, maybe play with them a little bit more, take them to the park or throw a ball again around a little bit or do some training sessions with them. You just need to add up to 1 to 2 hours per day and you're gonna be golden. Now with Dobermans, you also need to engage their mind as well as their body. So there's a few ways you can do this. You can get some puzzle toys. You can give them some problems to solve. Training is a great way of doing this. Make some active training time, teaching them some new commands, some new tricks. And I have videos all about tricks as well. But teach them these new things, engage their mind as well as their body, and they'll be happy and healthy. Now it's worth pointing out that every Doberman is absolutely different. My Doberman Cooper, for example, he's a little bit on the lazy side, and he's absolutely happy with a little bit less exercise than that. But every dog's different, and you need to continually gauge your dog. Because you might think he's a little bit on the lazy side, let's say, doesn't need as much, but maybe you start seeing some signs that he's a little pent up. And these signs can be subtle, so you gotta pay attention to the subtleties. Signs such as pacing around, barking issues, howling, destructive behavior, especially while you're gone. Things like that. Those are indicators that they need a little bit more exercise and a little more tension release. Just remember, give them that exercise, start with 1 to 2 hours per day, make sure you engage their mind as well as their body, and you'll be off to a great start. Pro tip, get a second dog. They'll really help regulate each other and wear each other out, and all of a sudden that 1 to 2 hours exercise will be no problem at all. And might I suggest a second Doberman? Having a running list of your favorite activities to do with your Doberman is a great way to start. Anytime your dog is feeling pent up, pull out that list, take a look at some of the games you played in the past, and have at it. You know, you should even definitely have some on there for rainy weather or bad weather you can play inside the house. So here's my list of some great Doberman-specific activities to get you started. Number 1, water fetch with treats. Throw something in the water. When they get the item and they bring it back to you, make them sit, stay, and then give them the treat. It engages the mind. It's a great workout because swimming is an awesome workout for the dogs, and it's a whole lot of fun too, especially on a hot day. Number 2, delayed fetch. Throw a ball out there away from them, make them sit at your side and stay until the ball stops rolling, and then give them the release command. It teaches them obedience, it's a great training tool, and it's a fun way to exercise your dog and tire them out. Number 3, find it. It's a great indoor game, especially in bad weather, to do with a Doberman. Take their favorite toy, go hide it somewhere in the house, come back to the dog, tell them to find it, and have them search all over for it. Once they find the toy and bring it to you, give them a treat. This might take a little bit of work to get them used to it in the beginning, but once they get the idea of this game, it's a lot of fun. It actually tires them out decent because they run all around the house looking for it. And it's indoors, great on rainy weather or really hot days when you want to be in air conditioning. 4, the sprinkler run. Now this is a classic one. Basically, you just find a way to get your Doberman into the sprinklers on a hot day. You can use a ball or their favorite toy and get them out there and bringing it back. A lot of times this playtime will turn into a time to attack the sprinklers and the water that they're shooting out, and is a whole lot of fun. It makes for some pretty funny video clips too. I like to use an automatic tennis ball thrower. I got one listed down below in my recommended products under high tech gear. But it throws a tennis ball, the dog can bring it back, drop it right in the machine, and it'll throw it again. That's an awesome one to combine with the sprinkler run. Number 5, the obstacle course. You can set up an obstacle course in your backyard. You can use extra wood, barrels, you can use old furniture. You can even put up a couple posts with some tape between them for make a small jump for your dog, and run your dog through an obstacle course. This is great for Doberman because it works out different unique muscles that they're not used to working, and it also instills their confidence as well. So an obstacle course might be perfect for you if you want to mix things up a little bit. Number 6, the controlled flirt pole. If you haven't heard of a flirt pole, it's a long pole with a rope at the end, and you can attach a toy or something else at the end of the rope. Think of like those teasers they make for cats. Basically, your dog chases it, you can sit in one position, you have a long reach, and you can really wear them out quite easily. Now, don't just make it a free-for-all, make it a controlled flirt pole. What that is play with your dog for a minute or two till they grab the toy, and then stop. And then wait for them to sit and look at you again and drop the toy. Then start doing the flirt pole again and give them something to chase. That extra little addition to this activity by making them stop and pause is a great way to instill obedience in your Doberman. Number 7, the bubble chase. Bubbles, this is a classic. Did you know they make dog-specific bubbles? You can get them on Amazon, you can get them at pet stores. They have like bacon-flavored bubbles and that kind of thing. This one's more just for fun to break it up if you're kind of running out of other ideas and you want to try something a little different. But send those bubbles out there and get your dog attacking them and maybe getting a little bacon flavor in his mouth. Number 8 is my favorite. It's hide and seek. When you're doing this with a Doberman, have them sit, have them stay, show them a treat in your hand, and then go run off in another room. And once you get situated, yell the release command. It might take a little work to get them to have the discipline to stay when you tell them to stay and you're leaving, but after a day or two, you should be able to get them to do that part. And then when you yell the release command, they'll start searching room to room for you. And this is a great one to engage their mind because they have to slow down a little bit when they go into rooms. You'll hear them using their nose to clear the room. You can even do this in the pitch black. They'll come in a dark room, they'll use their nose. If they smell your scent, they'll probably start searching in a little bit more detail. So it's a great way to engage the mind and the body, and it's my favorite. Do you want some other great, unique ideas on ways you can interact with your Doberman that's beneficial for both of you? Why don't you take a look at some of my other videos I got on my channel. There's some really good nuggets in there that I think you might be able to use. And hey, what's your favorite activity with your Doberman? Why don't you drop it in the comments below, and we'll kind of have a running brainstorm session with everyone on YouTube and get a good list going. Thanks guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.